Join me as I dive into the world of fitness taxes and challenge myself to uncover the biggest tax savings you can get as a fitness pro. When it comes to maximizing your income as a fitness professional, one of the most important things you can do is take advantage of the tax savings available to you. But let's be real, understanding tax deductions and savings can be a complex and daunting task. That's why in this video, we're going to explore the common challenges fitness pros face when it comes to taxes, and then dive into some specific tax deductions you can use to minimize your tax bill. As fitness professionals, you're likely no stranger to the sacrifices that come with pursuing your passion. Long hours, hard work, and dedication are just a few of the things that come with the territory. But one thing that can be particularly frustrating is dealing with the financial side of things. From navigating complex tax laws to finding the time to manage your finances, it can be overwhelming. And let's not forget the uncertainty that comes with not knowing what you're eligible for or how to claim it. Let's discuss these tax tips one by one. First tax deduction is car expenses. You can't deduct the money you spend on everyday commutes from home to work, even if you have a lengthy drive or work odd hours like weekends or early mornings. However, you can deduct the cost of using your own car for certain situations, like driving directly from one job to another on the same day, or going to a different work location for the same employer during the same day. For example, driving from your job at the gym to your second job as an umpire would be eligible for a deduction. If you're looking to claim car expenses on your taxes, there are two ways you can calculate your deduction: the logbook method or the cents per kilometre method. If you choose the logbook method, you'll need to keep a valid logbook that tracks the percentage of work-related use of your car, along with written evidence of your car expenses. Keeping good records is key to making sure you get the most out of your deduction. If you're calculating your work-related car expenses using the cents per kilometre method, it's important to show how you figured out your work-related kilometres and that they were indeed for work purposes. It's also worth noting that if you choose to claim your car expenses using this method, you won't be able to claim any additional deductions for the same car in the same tax return. This means you can't claim things like petrol, servicing, or insurance costs separately if you've already claimed them through the cents per kilometre method. It's important to keep accurate records and be mindful of these rules when claiming your car expenses on your tax return. Second comes clothing and laundry expenses, including footwear. In most cases, you can't write off the cost of clothing as a work expense. This includes buying, renting, repairing, or cleaning everyday clothes that you wear to work, even if your job requires you to wear them exclusively for work. This type of clothing is known as conventional clothing, like regular workout clothes or sneakers. So unfortunately, you won't be able to get a tax deduction for that new work outfit you bought last week. You can claim the cost to buy, hire, repair, or clean clothing for a compulsory uniform that you have to wear because of a workplace agreement or policy. It's something you have to wear at work, and your employer will make sure you follow the rules. The uniform is unique to your organization and helps identify you as part of the team. For example, you might have to wear a shirt with your company's logo on it. Fitness expenses. You cannot deduct expenses for maintaining your fitness, such as gym memberships, weight management programs, special foods, vitamins, minerals, or sports supplements like protein shakes. These costs are not eligible for tax deductions. It's important to keep track of your expenses, but unfortunately, these specific fitness costs cannot be claimed on your taxes. Self-education and study expenses. If you work in the fitness or sports industry, you may be able to deduct your expenses for education and studying if it directly applies to your job and helps you improve or maintain the skills and knowledge needed for your current role. Additionally, if taking a course can potentially lead to an increase in your income from your job, then you can claim those expenses as well. Remember to keep receipts and documentation to support your claim when filing your taxes. You can't deduct your education expenses if it's not directly related to your current job or field of work. For instance, you can't deduct the cost of training to switch from being a personal trainer to a physiotherapist. Basically, if it's not benefiting your current job, you can't claim it on your taxes. Tools and equipment expenses. If you use tools or equipment for your job, you can get some money back on things like exercise equipment, insurance, and repairs. If the item costs more than $300, you can claim a deduction over time for the decline in value. But if it's $300 or less, you can get a deduction right away for the full cost. So basically, keep track of what you spend on work-related tools and equipment, because you may be able to save some money come tax time. When you're doing your taxes, make sure you don't try to claim things like music subscriptions, childcare costs, or fines as business expenses. And if your employer already covered the cost or reimbursed you for it, you can't claim it as a deduction on your taxes. Just keep in mind what's allowed and what's not when you're figuring out your deductions. By understanding the tax deductions available to you and taking advantage of them, you can put thousands of dollars back in your pocket and achieve your financial goals. So, what are you waiting for? Take control of your finances and start saving today. Information provided in this video is for general purposes only. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. What are some of the biggest tax challenges you face as a fitness pro, and how do you plan to take advantage of these savings? And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more tax-related videos.